Because dude, the crypto train right now is popping.
It's lit.
It is, dude.
Shit's lit.
You can if you have the money, you can change your life overnight. But you have to have the money to like do that overnight.
Dude, overnight for sure.
Overnight for sure.
But
if you're doing
if you're doing the long haul, you don't need that
3
much.
to 5 year plan, like you can,
Little goes a long way for sure.
You can do it, dude. You can fucking do it.
Dude, I had in 2016, I had $75 in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Litecoin, which were like the main three back then. Kind of still are the main three blockchains now, but that was 2016, and I don't even know why I bought it. I don't even know why I had it, but like what I'm getting at is if I just would have like kept that and like sort of forgot about it in my Coinbase.
I'm gonna go pee outside, but still listen to you.
If I would have had that, like it would be, I don't even know how much money it would be, but to continue with what we were saying is like, dude, a little bit of money, like, and you just hold it for a long time. Like I always just tell people who want to play it safe and want to get into it, just put $50 or $100 in Ethereum or Bitcoin and forget about it, and like never touch it, and look back like, you know, in 5 years and add like 1% of whatever paycheck every time to it. Just like steady increase your balance of that crypto. And dude, people are just gonna, like, it's not gonna go away. A lot of the experts think it's not going to go away, and there's people that do think it's going to go away, but in my opinion, those are like kind of people that, because back in the day when the internet was getting started, people thought the internet was a fad, and they're like, yeah, the internet isn't going to, like, you know, bear fruit per se, or like the internet's going to go away. But look at the internet now. Everything we do is the internet.
Truth.
And so
Truth.
There's people, there's like the analogy that people think that crypto is going to go away in the same way that they thought the internet was going to go away. And the internet didn't go away, so maybe crypto won't go away. And if you just like take a risk of like a small amount of your money, it could pay off huge in 5 years or 10 years. And so like, you know, it's sick. And if, to what you're saying with your t-shirts, like if you just attach the word or NFT to like anything, it's gonna generate like hype. If someone sees NFT, that makes them think of like, you know, crypto gains. They know people are making money in NFT. People want to own NFTs that are like, you know, intrigued by the space. So I think it's like, I think we're gonna see a huge increase of like, you know, I think people are gonna, I think eventually artists in the next 5 years are gonna stop selling their music to Apple Music and just only post music as like NFTs, because then they get all the money. They don't need like a record label, or even if they still have a record label, they don't need to take a cut from Apple Music or Spotify. They can just post their album or their song or their music video for whatever crypto they want, or whatever cryptos they want on it as an NFT, or not even as an NFT, just as a product on a crypto. And then they just, the money goes from buyer to seller. And so instead of like going from buyer who pays Apple Music takes like, you know, 50%, 70%, and then sends it to the record label and then sends it to the artist. It's gonna go buyer artist or buyer record label artist. So people are gonna make more money. Why would you want to use, you know, fiat currency or Apple or whatever? So I think it's like, you know, you risk losing, if you do it right, you risk losing a losable amount of money to where you'll still survive if that money that you put in goes to zero. You risk that. And on the flip side of that is you could make a lot of money, because there are people, bro, that like have had Bitcoin or whatever, or Ethereum, that are like my age, your age, that are millionaires just because they put $1,000 into something years ago. And so we're going to see financial like independence, like it's going to be a new wave of millionaires. And I know money isn't everything, but like, you might not have to work, and then you can do what you want. And money doesn't bring you happiness, but at least you don't have to stress about food or your house or something, and then you can do good with money. So I don't know. I think it's a super intriguing space, and I'm super like into it, hella involved. I'm always investing in cryptos and just like telling people about it and trying to get them into it, because like I think it's a huge opportunity because we're still early.
Oh,
we're so early, which is crazy because like it's now like an everyday conversation. Like I don't know like if you met up with like family or whatever for Christmas or Thanksgiving, but like
I said some bullshit about
it comes up. Like people talk about like Dogecoin and like or like Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And like it's like the majority of people still like don't really like they know it, but send it. But they don't but they don't like
one of each flavor.
Okay. Try watermelon. But like they know about it, but they're not buying it. But eventually, if it stays around, then the old people that don't get it and that aren't buying it sadly die. But then us, the people who have been in it, get older, and we influence the younger generation, and they know about it, so they're gonna get it. So if the ones that are around now are still around and you have a little bit, it's gonna freaking go. If you just like delay your gratification, like let's say that you put in $1,000 and in a year from now your $1,000 is now $5,000. Instead of cashing out and like buying some clothes or going on a nice meal or something and like cashing out, if you just delay your gratification for another 5 years, instead of 5,000 it could be 50,000 or whatever. You scale that with any amount of money that you're putting in. So like that's just what I'm doing. I'm only putting in the money that I've got, and I'm getting money from the school. That's my only source of income, is money from the school. And I'm just like slowly building up a portfolio, and it grows, and you go through dips, and then after the dips, when you're like, oh shit, it's dipping and people are freaking out, I
didn't want it to dip.
You want it to dip. Yeah, you want it to dip. Bro. Yeah, I know you want it to dip, and then when it's dipping and everyone's selling because like people are scared and like they're maybe novices and like they don't know, because so many people will buy high, like they see Bitcoin all-time high 69,000, they're like, oh my god, it's going to the moon, I gotta get in, and then they buy, and then boom, goes down to 40,000, 29,000, and then they're like, fuck, it's never gonna come back up again, like I gotta get my money like while it's still there, I'm gonna sell. And so people do that, but just play it cool. That's why you invest. You don't invest more than you can afford to lose. And you just play the long haul, because the people who have made millions, hundreds of millions, and billions in crypto are the ones that bought and held.
They're usually pretty tech savvy too. They know
sometimes, but sometimes also they were just trying to buy like stuff off the Silk Road.
Let's put it like this in terms of scale. This is like, when I first got introduced to cryptocurrency, actually shout out Evan Weisberg. He was the person who made me get cryptocurrency. Ethereum was like $1,300. Mm-hmm. So this was like I want to say this was a year ago? February to April-ish 2021.
Sounds right.
February, so not even a year. That's a crazy thing.
Crazy.
Not even a year ago. So if you bought, let's just say, like, ideal situation, you had $10,000 just laying around, and you bought 10 Ethereum. You just spent, let's just easily call it 10 grand. Mm-hmm. You bought, when I got into it, it was like 1.3K. Let's just say
call it a grand.
Let's call it a grand. Fuck it. Fuck the $300. let's say you buy 10 Ethereum, you have it. It's in your wallet. Recently, it went up to like $4,800 to $4,900. So per coin, that's pretty much like a $4,000 increase. And if you had 10 coins, you invested 10 grand, and within 8-9 months, you made like 40. Like you made like total, not profit, but just total. You would end up with $40,000.
$48,000.
48,000.
Yeah, because if you buy it at 1,000 and it goes to 48,
okay,
if it goes to 4,800, 48,000. But that's a 4.8 multiplier of your money.
And you that's in your fucking wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like people's argument is, oh, that was when it was that price. The thing is, dude, like right now, Ethereum, it did dip a little bit. It's at like $3,300. Mm-hmm. Dude, if it went to 80 grand in like 2 years, which fingers crossed it does, dude, it like however many coins you have, you are making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And if you have a fuck ton of coins, you're making millions of dollars. Like, get in now, dude. Like, right now, like you said, it is the beginning. It is the beginning.
$80,000. Yeah, no, it's
dude,
the beginning.
Bitcoin went up to like 70K.
I think Bitcoin is up since its genesis in 2008. I think Bitcoin is up like 3 or like 6, I forget the figure, but it's like 3 or 6 million %
from the start.
Granted, not a lot of people knew, but there is there's a lot of crypto people that I watch that are really smart, they have a lot of money because of crypto, and they, in this day and age, there is not a single better performing asset available to us. Real estate will not get you what crypto has done. And that's arguably formerly the best way to invest your money is real estate. Real estate will not get you a 6 million %. Granted, that's the extreme of Bitcoin, but you take a non-extreme of like getting into a crypto early and just seeing what it does over a 5 to 10 year period. You're going to outperform every other asset of investing. And so what that means is you have the potential to invest a little and make a lot if you delay your gratification and stay, consistent and disciplined and like have a plan. So I just tell people seize the opportunity that's in front of you, and even if you don't understand it, you'd rather participate despite not understanding it than because you don't understand it not participate and miss out on like a life-changing thing. So I take that and I just, whenever I've got the free time between all of my activities, I learn about crypto because what I may do today could change my life in a year or 5 years.
And that's the thing, if you can, I recommend anybody to just work and save money and to get. And on it, if you're not a big crypto person, just stocks in general.
Yeah, same.
Work totally. As much as you fucking can, dude. It's you can become rich without a degree and without making a fair amount of salary. If you grind like a motherfucker,
couldn't agree more.
You work 2 jobs. And you start building how many sources of income do you have. Because eventually, when you have enough money into cryptocurrency, it becomes a third income. Oh, yeah. It really does. It adds on to the amount you make per hour. Once you have enough money into crypto, where it's not hundreds, it's thousands and thousands of dollars into crypto. it adds to your hourly pay.
Yep.
So you can become a multi-millionaire, if not billionaire. You just need to you can do so much shit without a college degree. You have to
crazy.
be smart with your money. Don't buy crazy stupid shit. Honestly, it's shitty to say, but don't get married and don't have a baby.
Yeah.
Literally, don't get married and don't have a baby, and you will hold on to a lot of the money that you're grossing in.
Dude, yeah.
But
no, I completely agree with you.